Welcome back, everyone. Rest Dior, Dark Souls 3, let's go. So we're back to the Cleansing Chapel. We've gotten both the shortcuts, and now we're going to go down a optional route to go and deal with some quest stuff, and possibly me more complaining. So we got to get that bridge does lead somewhere, but we can't. I don't believe we can go over there the normal way. And what we have to do instead is first pick the right direction. And we're gonna go this way now. I mentioned this elevator tends to lead somewhere else, so we're gonna go there. So this is the crossbow man that was shooting from up here when we were initially coming into this place. Not much else to point out. I can't pull the levers for this. Oh, that's right, I can just do this. Go. So if I die, I can do that again. But anyway, from up here, you can actually go around. Apparently the frame rate stutters doesn't actually influence my audio. I checked that. I usually pause to make sure it doesn't mess with it, but I now know that. I might do it anyway, just in case. Killing this guy actually gets you the deep ring. Deep ring allows it just 2 minutes of additional spells. It gets you 1 2-minute slot. It seems, I don't know how it compares to the ring that you can get from Arinia, or Rina, or how you should pronounce her name. I bet I've been pronouncing her name completely wrong. Probably because I don't really remember the names of most of the NPCs in this game. Take that for what you will, I guess. Alright, so from here, we can actually go right here. That was the one we fought earlier. Oop. Coming out here, there's the Hellbird guy over there, and there's actually an axe guy that comes up from behind. Go. So I'll take a look at the ring real quick again. Anything special? Bestowed to deacons of the cathedral, and the cathedral slumber. In the cathedral slumber things most terrible, and as such, the deacons require a grand narrative to ensure they do not falter in their duty. A philosophy to ward away the madness beckoned by the grotesqueries at hand. Sorry, I mispronounced that. All right. So if we move forward, there is this jerk. Alright, let's deal with you now. Ow. And as you can see, we're going into the hallway here. There's 2 hallways, both of them lead to the same area. You can get to the top roof here, which is kind of helpful. And it's going to be our alternate route to where we need to go. Anyway, we can come down here. There's no real reason to do this, but I do it anyway just to kill this thing. Because there's nothing down here besides him. Oh, and this guy comes around apparently and decides to fall off a cliff. Saves me the trouble, I guess. Alright. Let's get another... Oh wow, this guy aggroed. Why did that happen? And off you go. He's gonna die from the fall. There you go. Anyway, if you look right there, you can see that guy. He'll drop down once you get all the way down to the end there. He's not really a threat, but I'm gonna kill him anyway. Just to save me some trouble as the body glitches out. Thought I heard something. Arbalist, it's just a crossbow. Nothing over there. Nothing in here. Kill this guy. And then step here, and this guy will climb up. Grab this. It's another Pale Tongue. We've gotten 3 so far, and we have yet to actually invade anyone. It is possible to get the Covenant items as drops from certain monsters. They're rare, but you can do it. So it is possible to progress through the Covenant as a single-player game, essentially. I definitely like that, because, I mean, I know multiplayer is kind of a thing for Dark Souls, but having the ability to do it all in single player is very, very nice. And kind of a thing you should not, Well, that guy died. There's a knight with a two-handed sword. The two-handed sword knights are the worst. They are the absolute worst. They have delayed swings and very high combo counts, and as well as the stomp weapon art. Oh, I actually got him. As you can see, he was already preparing to do a counter swing. Cathedral Knight leggings. Plus gem. We've already got one of those. It's even heavier than Lothric Knight, and its stats aren't much better. Repulsive creatures of the deep are sure to attract the foolish, but the Temple Knights are prepared to meet such intruders head-on with their more than ample might. What I usually do is I aggro the knight and have him follow me. You can trick him to kind of fall off the edge if you're careful, like so. If you fail to do that, you can lure him all the way back to the landing over there and fight him in a little bit safer location. That is a cleric. The cleric has a crossbow that he will use from range, but he also will use his great mace. If you're not careful. Alright. Very unsafe. Very unsafe. I'd never seen him use that spell. Got him. He knows force, apparently. That would have actually been really nasty if force hit me, because it would have knocked me off the cliff. Anyway, note here, letting you know to go down this way. You can land on that thing there, and it won't kill you. It will do damage, but it won't kill you. So yeah, as you can see, this is where we were trying to cross earlier, and now we can get there from here. Just make sure you drop down here. And then heal up. There's a caster right there. We can pull up this lever, so now we can cross this area as much as we want. No, Patches will not do the same trick again. Speaking of Patches, here's Patches.
Yes, hello. Oh, I don't believe we've met. I'm Patches. Unbreakable Patches. You seem to be unkindled. Do you have business with me? Ah, oh, yes, of course. It's coming back to me now. Oh, I'm so sorry. That was my hand, as you know. But the deed, well, that was the armor's doing. Regrettable, truly. But behold, I'm stripped clean of that unruly attire. And look at you. Not a scratch. All's well that ends well, right? Yes, we'll be fine. I can tell. It's that rotten curse. It is. The untidy mess.
Alright, and it gives us an emote.
Oh, Now, it wasn't me, but you still deserve an apology. Just a little trinket. Go ahead. It's yours now.
Gave us a rusted coin, which helps with item find.
You should know, I'm a kind of travelling merchant. If you're as unkindled as you look, you'll find plenty of good stuff.
So yeah, he actually sells some pretty good stuff. He sells the black fire bombs. He also sells human pine resin, which allows you to apply dark to weapons. And he sells the winged spear, which is not too shabby. Which you can get from him if you kill him, I believe. He also has 2 show tiles. I don't know why he has a limited stock on that. Of course, he's also selling the Katarina set and a Pierce Shield. I keep thinking... I don't know if you have to buy the Pierce Shield as well as the armor. I usually do so anyway, just in case. But yeah, we'll need to get all this and send it back to Sigurd. So, I'm just taking a look at the Winged Spear. It has only thrust attacks, so I might go ahead and just stick with the Partisan for now. I'll definitely see about finding some other spears to mess around with. He also has poison arrows, by the way, and the black leather set. So, I can sell items to him, so I will go ahead and do that. Let's go ahead and sell all of these, all of those, all of these, and all of these, and see if that's enough. It might have been a little overkill. A little bit, but not too much. I'll go ahead and get a winged spear just in case. And, yeah, that's pretty much all I really care about. So yeah, we sold a little bit more than we needed to, but that's not a big deal. But we have the full armor set, so we're good here.
Thanks, sweetie.
Whether or not I'll kill him later, I don't know. There's still a little bit of stuff that he'll do for the quest line. It's not really important, but I'll go ahead and show it just for completion's sake. Anyway, there's a caster to the left, and then there's a slug. And there's about 1 million slugs above us that are going to drop down. They leap attack and they Q. I like how just going around this corner here made me drop aggro. I'm not sure if you can hear me clicking. That's me pressing down to do the targeting stuff. Oh, hello. Oh, I'm out of magic. Damage. That's all of them. This guy over here is non-hostile, but you can target him, and if you kill him, you get a red sign soapstone. So now we can put down red signs that allow people to call us as a red phantom, essentially for dueling. So it's usually just, you know, it's supposed to be for dueling, but for most cases it's probably going to be it's going to be 4-on-1. Something to note about invasions, usually who you invade, it favors people that already have allies with them. So people that have white phantoms or gold phantoms and stuff with them have a much higher chance of attracting red phantoms, which is, I guess, I don't know how I feel about it. I mean, because red phantoms are then outnumbered, usually, unless multiples come. So, I don't know. Anyway, we can go in here. Just ahead. Cute. You can see a bunch of little baby carriages. In fact, some of them are hanging up on the ceiling here. There's a bonfire here. There's a bunch of items over here. These items are from the guy that we fought earlier, the NPC that had the Armor of Thorns. So now we have the full Armor of Thorns set. How heavy is that set? It's not too heavy, it's medium armor, but its defenses are not much better. Armor of Kirk, the notorious Knight of Thorns. A dense patch of thorns grows from its surface. It's a fitting item for the murderous Kirk, for even the simple act of rolling can damage enemies when wearing this attire. Alright, and up here, this is Rosaria, Mother of Rebirth. If you might have remembered that one guy that was, giving us the stuff about the cracked red-eyed orb and the red-eyed orb, he is a part of Rosarios Fingers. This is where you get to join that covenant. So, now something about this covenant is, originally, well, this covenant can screw with a quest line if you do stuff with it. So, I'll explain a little bit more once now, there's been patches and stuff that help kind of fix this a little bit. Initially, you were safe to join the covenant, but you couldn't do anything with it. You couldn't use those tongues that we've collected. They've now since patched it so you can use the tongues for respecs and changing appearance, but you can't use it to improve your standing with the covenant. If you do that, you will screw up a quest line. So let's go ahead and ask to join the covenant. We now have Rosarios Fingers. Alright. So yeah, if you originally, if you did any of these, which both alter appearance and reallocate attributes does cost a pale tongue. If you did any of these, that one lady that we ran into that was part of the Moon Covenant or whatever it was, that didn't really want much to do with us. If you had done any of these, the next time you would see her, she'll be like, "Oh, you're part of Rosarios Fingers. That means we're enemies," and pretty much that quest line ends right then and there. They've now made it so you can still do these two things. You can alter appearance and respec, and it won't trigger the bad end for a quest line. But if you do ever offer a pale tongue, she will show up and turn against you. And this even happens if she happens to, I don't know, do a oath that says, "I will serve you no matter what." She will still betray. She will still yell at you and then leave. So, yeah. At the very least, they patched it so you can at least respect. I don't like the fact that respecting is all the way over here for some reason. There's also a limitation of how many times you can respect per game. You can only respect 5 times, and then you would have to wait till New Game Plus. Anyway, we're just going to go ahead and leave. In order to continue the quest line involving the guy that's been giving us the red eyes information and all that junk, we would have to donate at least 1 tongue. Right now we're not going to worry about it because I do want to go down the other character's quest line first. So, with all that said and done, what should we do? At this point, we are good to go. We should be able to just go and fight the boss now, which is conveniently very close by. I can also turn in my arm. I also need to turn in that armor, but I can do that after the boss fight. I think that's okay. Pretty sure it's okay. I'm just seeing which direction is the best for what we're going to be doing. I think this is the shortcut we want, so I'll send that back up. Hey, character. Alright. So the moment I get pretty much those stairs, the knight will aggro. I don't want to fight him, because I don't want to deal with him right now. I just want to go for the boss. So let's go ahead and do that. We're just going to weave around like this. The 2 guys that are praying at the altar there, oh god, that thing runs fast. Oh, he breaks off, I didn't know that. The 2 guys that are praying at the altar will not aggro unless you attack them. And then up here is the boss. Anything else I'm missing? Just checking to see if there's anything I'm missing. Nope. Okay. So, over here, you can get Horus the Hush. If you recall, that was one guy that we ran into before. And then there's Henri of Astora. So you can summon both of them for this boss fight if you want to. In Dark Souls 3, there's no requirement for you to actually summon any of the characters, so you don't need to worry about it. You also can, if you've progressed through a little bit further with the Moon Lady's quest line, her summon sign would be around here as well, but we haven't done the one additional step yet, because that's over in Fair and Keep. But yeah, so I guess I can try this boss fight thing and see how that goes. I have no FP, so it's just going to be me with my spear, and yeah. Is there anything else I'm forgetting to mention? I'm going to say no. My thoughts have been kind of all over the place. So, welcome to the congregation. I mean, Deacons of the Deep. So, much like most boss fights, there are two phases. First phase is you're going after this red spirit that's going to be floating into various undead, and you have to kill that specific undead. Sometimes it will reposition automatically for you, but the only way to damage the boss is by killing the one that has the spirits. So it's a big mass of enemies, and they constantly respawn. So have fun with that. And they shoot fireballs because, you know, why not? I think he popped out before. Yeah, he popped out just before I killed him. That is actually kind of stupid. All right. Okay, that time I got him. He goes to that person. Ow. The fat guys tend to not flinch. They tend to poise through everything because they're fat, I guess. By the way, this boss is annoying because it's just a big mass of enemies, which was actually a critique for Dark Souls 2. It was like, oh, they always increase the challenge, they just send a big swarm of enemies. Well, guess what? Doing it anyway. Okay, got him. It's a little bit more difficult because obviously I don't have very good swiping attacks, but we're getting there. Oh, here it is. And there's the boss. And now we're surrounded. I actually can't get out. Oh, thank you for the person that cast Force on me. Thank you, because now you knocked me away. I was actually trapped. And now he's doing some sort of darkness thing. Oh, so that's what that does. I've never seen it been done before. You can actually interrupt it. Okay, a few more hits. He can be healed. Alright, roll, 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 roll. There we go, and that's it. You just have to go after the one that actually gets the main guy. We get a small doll and the soul of the Deacons of the Deep. But yeah, he's a bit annoying, especially in phase 2, where he tends to get crowded by a bunch of enemies, but actually the swiping attack worked rather well. I'm pretty wary about using R2 because it's much slower. But we are done here. Nothing else to do. So we're going to go ahead and head back. We're going to go ahead and travel to Firelink Shrine first. We got their soul, and we got a small doll. Small doll is essentially a key item that we'll need to get through another area. But yeah, the moment you kill the Deacons of the Deep, Henri and Horus show up. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention, Henri's gender is always the opposite of your character. Of course, if you happen to equip a certain ring that changes your gesture to the opposite gender, it will actually change Henri's gender, even though it technically doesn't change your actual gender. But yeah, so Henri is male in our game, because we are female.
And we meet again. We spoke before on the road of sacrifices. Anri of Astora. I'm well pleased to see you safe. We reached the Cathedral of the Deep, but Aldrich's coffin was empty. The man-eater must have left for his true home. The little doll in the empty coffin told me. Aldrich is said to hail from Irithyll in the Boreal Valley, an ancient fabled city. A pilgrim told me that the city lies beyond Farron Keep, and so becomes our destination. Aldrich's honest home is Irithyll in the Boreal Valley, an ancient fabled city. A pilgrim told me that the city, and so
Okay. So, yeah, what's his name? I completely forgot his name. It's Aldrich, right? Yeah. So Aldrich is not at his cathedral. Instead, he is supposedly at Irithyll of Boreal Valley, or whatever it's called. If you take a look at Silverbook doll depicting a young squire. In the legendary old city of Irithyll, situated in the Boreal Valley, the Pontiff Solifon gave this doll to valued subjects so that they might use it to cross the barrier when they return home. Listen carefully and you can hear it say, "Wherever you go, the moon still sets in Irithyll. Wherever you may be, Irithyll is your home." So yeah, with this we can get past a certain barrier that'll be blocking us from going to the city. Something else, I don't think I talked about this, but Henri actually has you can kill Henri and Horus. They both have their own unique drops. I don't really remember what Horus has, but Henri has a sword that is that scales off of luck. So if you happen to be one of those like few people who want to try to make a luck build, the best way to do it is the first time you meet Henri, kill him or her, and get their sword, or have someone trade you a sword through multiplayer. Because you're not going to find a luck weapon for a very, very, very long time. Actually, you won't find one. You won't find another luck weapon, I'm pretty sure, and you won't get the infusion that works with luck for a very, very long time. So, going for Henri and killing him for her or her sword is pretty much the best way if you want to do a luck build. The other reason you might go for a luck build is if you want to go status ailments like bleed, which, I mean, it is what it is. Anyway, I think that's about it. I think I'll go ahead and call this a video, and I have enough for one level up, so we'll definitely take advantage of that.
Welcome home, Ashen. Speak. Very then taken.
Go ahead and keep increasing our vigor.
Farewell, Ashen One. May the
I don't think he has anything to say.
Gaining admission to
Yeah, he's just saying the same stuff. Okay. And I'm just gonna check to see if she has anything to say.
speak thy honorable lord of that a lord art the bearer of for the time thou remainst our lord, and I of
Okay.
till we may the
Nothing of note. Alright. So yeah, our next stop is Farron Keep, which means we're gonna have to go through that swamp. We've already took out one of the three fires, but I am gonna fully explore the swamp, so it's gonna be kind of a chore. I'll try to do it as quickly as possible, but you know how it's gonna be. And then we should be on our way to fighting the Abyss Watchers. Alright, so I am the Depressed Eeyore, and this was Dark Souls 3. See you guys later.